Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Jen, and today's video is going to be a more contemplative one. And Ryan and I had decided to go on just kind of a little hike, a little walk in one of our favorite spots here in Florida. But is it worth it? Is it worth it being a Christian public high school teacher? I've been really thinking about this. I've been really reflecting on how I feel about it, and I've come to the conclusion that there are 3 reasons why I still choose to be a public high school teacher even as a Christian. First of all, God has given me an opportunity to do this. God's given me an opportunity to be a Christian in the public school. It felt very serendipitous, or it felt very like placed in my lap from the Lord. We were just hanging out with friends, we were just having this conversation with me being at this kind of crossroads in my career. Should I stay in corporate America or should I go back into teaching? And then they're like, hey, here's this list, you should check it out. And I checked it out, I applied, I got accepted, felt a lot of peace about it, and it's just an opportunity that I'm grateful for, especially considering that it is a public high school. And I know that for other states, it could be really difficult for Christians to feel comfortable teaching at a public high school, just depending on whatever state you're in. But here in the state of Florida, even though I might not agree with everything the governor does, so to speak, he really has put different laws in place to protect students and to protect teachers. And specifically, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to even be a public high school teacher and feel comfortable doing that, even as a Christian, of course, with my own beliefs. Point number 2 is that I want to consistently be there for my students. So what I've found, even being as both a private school teacher and a now public school teacher, is that kids need consistency. We adults need consistency. And if I can be a consistent adult in a student's life, then I find that as a major win, like point blank. I found myself realizing that I want to be just a regular English teacher who wants to teach students English, not anything crazy. So why I still kind of choose, or why I still choose to do what I do, is to even just be a consistent, supportive presence for all my students. Whoa, that's it. And point number 3 is that I have so much peace in what I'm doing right now. I don't know if this could be largely because as I film this, it is a Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday. We are, as teachers here in the Panhandle, on fall break right now. So it's going to be a wonderful time to recharge and to just straight up take a break from the craziness that is teaching. Along with this point, I have to mention how even on my Instagram feeds with my algorithm that's currently showing me things or whatever, I'm being recommended a lot of like, people are ditching the public school system, or people are deciding to homeschool and ditch the public school system, or something like that. And it made me feel kind of like, because I do consider myself obviously more conservative, being a Christian, but at the same time, it's like, should I even be a public school teacher in the midst of all the other opportunities that are out there. But even as I was talking with my mentor teacher about this, and just praise Jesus for her, she's been so encouraging in so many ways. But she was like, Jen, it's all well and good that people can homeschool. It's great if people can send their kids to a private school. But what about all those kids who don't have that option? Literally don't have that option. It's great if families around the US and around the world are so put together and so intact still to have that ability to homeschool and to have such flexibility in their education. Or it's great if families have the resources to send their kids to a private school, again, away from perhaps a public school system. The reality is that not all families are able to afford homeschooling or afford being in the private school. And at this point, I do have so much peace about staying in the public school system for as long as I can. Again, I am a Christian. I don't push my faith on students. If they ask me questions, I happily answer them. But my job there is to teach them English. And I find as a Christian, one of the greatest ministries that I can have personally, especially being in public school, is to show students God's love, to, through my testimony, through my way of living, show them that I care about them. And in my mind, I care about them largely because the Lord loves them as, his creation. But showing them God's love through my actions, through how I talk to them and interact with them and treat them with respect as well, is just something that I find as a privilege and something that I have a lot of peace about doing. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Those are my 3 reasons for why I think it's still worth it to teach in the public school system, even as a Christian teacher, why I do it. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope if you're also a fellow teacher, even not in a public school, that you were encouraged. Please like, comment, and subscribe. But thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.